Good morning. It is Build a Boat Saturday here at INI Boats. It is a seasonably cool Saturday morning actually, and we're in the shop. Thank you for following me along here. As you can see, I'm in my beautiful covered workspace, and I wanted to talk, getting ready to start cutting frames. But before I do that, I wanted to address some questions. So you see we got a whole bunch done, a whole bunch more to do. But I wanted to address some questions from some viewers last week regarding my process. And so, I talked about the way I have been, working on this process by drawing it on the table and then cutting it out and laying it. So somebody asked me, why don't I just, get these angles here? If I had that inside angle and that inside angle, I would be able to easily cut. I need a pencil. Ha! I'm a carpenter. I've got to have a pencil, right? Here we go. That if I knew this angle here and this angle here, I could easily cut those on the saw and, do all and just cut it and put it together versus laying out on the table, right? I lay out the outside angles on the table. So I've been laying out, these angles here on the table. So it would be easier, and I actually have deleted these dimensions. I have these inside angles on some drawings, and I deleted them. And the reason why is because what's most important to the boat is this outside angle. Doesn't matter what's going on inside. What's crucial to the shape, the hull shape, is maintaining these dimensions. The lengths from the keelson, which is here, the lengths from the keelson to the first chine, the angle of the first chine, and then the angle of the second chine. That's what's most critical in building a boat, which is why I only use the information that I need to maintain. So if I need to make sure that this is 145.15 degrees, then that's what I'm going to use. Because if I use another dimension, even though that cut may be the right angle, small, minute differences will eventually show when I go to put this thing together. So I choose to use the critical dimensions, which are the actual lengths of the different members. I'm trying to focus in here, but it's not working too well. The actual lengths of the different members and those outside angles, the angles that will be on the outside of the boat, which are most critical to the way the hull looks. So that's why I do it that way. And I don't want to take anything for granted. So every time we create a frame, we're going to measure and mark, because in a way it's how does it say, measure twice, cut once. So I actually get to draw it to see them lay out, and believe it or not, I can see the progression of the lines, which kind of lets me know that yep, things are moving along well. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting up some frames. So far I've got 14 done. In my plan, I was supposed to have 20 completed by the end of this week, today. And I should be able to get a good 8 or 10 done today. It's early. It's not even noon yet. And got a lot of my processes worked out. And I actually got some help. Another carpenter that's going to actually start working with me so that we can work on different days. And he can come, he can cut out a few frames, and should be able to really meet my schedule to have all the frames cut out by the end of April. I'm hoping that with what we do today and next week, I'll be halfway, which will be really good. It's just the first weekend in April, and by the end of April, get ready to start gluing these together. The reason I'm not gluing together yet is because I want a consistent temperature above 60 degrees. And here in the Northeast in Maryland, we don't plant until Mother's Day. So I'm hoping that, because Mother's Day is when they pretty much says it's always above freezing, nighttime temperatures. So I want to get closer to that date, because once I glue this stuff up, I want it to have at least a good 8 to 12 hours of temperatures above 50 degrees, which I think is good curing time. Even though it says an hour or two, I don't want to risk it. And so there's no need to start gluing yet. We still have a lot of work to do to prepare the frames, cut them out, then to actually cut the plywood gusset plates before we start gluing them up. So I don't know if I'll do another video today, because it's really nothing else to show. I've shown you the layout. I've shown you how we do things. I may recap at the end of the day to confirm how many we got done. So on a good Saturday, go out and do something fun. If you're not sailing, do something outside at least. So until next time, peace and blessings, or maybe later on today.